Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome back to TATR 4K Live Safari. We would like to thank you for your love and support. So, we'll be taking the tar road today to go towards Moharli. This road looks very scenic, and most of you who have come to Tadoba would definitely know about this road. We get a lot of perennial water source here. So we see a lot of Arjuna trees and also the Jamun trees. Here we see our first herbivores, the Samba deer. You can see this female Samba is grazing on freshly grown grass because of the uncertain rains. She doesn't seem to be bothered about our presence. So like I mentioned, you can see the water is completely filled even though it's peak of summer. The water here attracts a lot of insects, animals and also birds. Trees growing here. These are Arjuna trees. This is again the Terminalia Arjuna or the Arjun tree. We can also see a watchtower there that is used during the census. Well, here we see a lot of butterflies congregating on the moist soil. This behavior is called as mud puddling. So mud puddling is predominantly done by the male butterflies. So we can see these butterflies are called as common lime, and they are sitting on the moist soil. Using the proboscis, they are extracting the minerals and the salts from the soil. They are mainly extracting potassium and the sodium from this soil, which they use during reproduction. So by extracting these minerals, the males get a brighter color and also they increase the viability of females' eggs. A recent research shows that a male who is mud puddled shows greater reproductive success. Nearby, we can also see a pair of crimson rose butterfly, which has red abdomen and hind wings. And also we can see the common crow butterfly that is black in color. We have spotted a brightly colored thrush here. So this bird is called the orange-headed thrush. You usually find these birds on the ground rather than the trees because these are ground-dwelling birds. These birds prefer damp and shady places. The orange-headed thrush is a resident to Tadoba. You often see these birds foraging on the leaf litter. Well, you can see this individual here, he's trying to go on the leaf litter now. Oh wow, he is tossing the leaves and getting to the ground, hoping to find a few insects. There's another orange-headed thrush there. The leaf litter is a very important component in the ecosystem because they hide insects, worms and also reptiles. And most of the birds and animals rely on the leaf litter for food. After Vasant Bandara, we are heading towards the nearest water body. And here we find a herd of sambars. Since this is an evergreen patch, we see sambars rather than the spotted deers. And this area has a very high prey density. We are back on this road heading towards the nearest water body. So this tarmac road is a single stretch road which leads till the Moharli gate. And on either sides you can see huge trees. We see mahuas, we see tendu and we see other native trees.
सर्वांना नमस्कार. माझे नाव आहे श्री एस.आर. ठाकूर, वनरक्षक, ताडोबा-अंधारी व्याघ्र प्रकल्प, चंद्रपूर. आज आपल्या सर्वांचा ताडोबा-अंधारी व्याघ्र प्रकल्प लाईव्ह सफारीमध्ये स्वागत करतो. आज आम्ही मोहर्ली एरियामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या वॉटर बॉडींना भेट देऊन तेथील प्राण्यांच्या प्रजाती, पक्ष्यांच्या प्रजाती, वनस्पती प्रजाती या सर्वांचा अभ्यास करणार आहोत. त्यामध्येच सोबतच निसर्गाचा अनुभवसुद्धा घेणार आहोत. सांगायचं झालं तर ताडोबा-अंधारी व्याघ्र प्रकल्प हा फक्त केवळ वाघासाठीच प्रसिद्ध नसून त्या व्यतिरिक्त सुद्धा इतर बाबीसुद्धा आपल्याला अभ्यासायच्या आहेत. तर चला आपण सर्व या जंगल सफारीचा आनंद घेऊया.
So we are going into the Moharli zone now. We see a troop of langurs crossing the road, so let's just wait. And let's wait for that langur to cross the road. As the langur crossed the road, we noticed a mother with a infant. So this time of the year, you see a lot of female monkeys with their young ones. And this mother is nursing the young one here. The young one looks at least a week or 15-day old. So now we are taking this right deviation to the next water body. As we proceed, we can see a mother sambar with her fawn. They look alert. So we have now reached the water body. The water body has very little water, and we don't seem to see any animal activity here. Now we are heading back to the tarmac road, and we'll be heading towards the next water body closest to this place. You would have noticed many speed breakers on this stretch of road. So these are placed because to slow down the vehicles and allow the animals to cross the road. Here you see the male peafowl trying to attract a mate. We see a couple of females going around. He is impressing the females by showing off his brightly colored plumage and with occasional calls. Well, there's a sambar as well over here. Sambar is also attracted to the peacock's dance.
How much he has to impress me?
These birds have impressed the humankind with their beauty and grace. There is a traditional Asian folk dance that depicts the beauty and the movement of the peacock. In Tadoba, we see the peacocks dancing during the summers. And during the monsoon, they lose all their tail feathers and they start regrowing them from the months of October. We continue on the tarmac road to go to a very famous water body nearby. Here, two sambars are sparring. Sparring is done to establish dominance in a herd. They do so by bending their heads, locking their antlers, and they start pushing each other to see who is stronger. The stronger one remains while the weaker one runs off. We are back on the tarmac road, going towards one of the biggest water bodies of the Moharli zone. We are on the southern side of the park now. Although it's a resident here in Tadoba, we don't get to see this bird often. Because of its shy and timid nature, this is Sirkir Malkoha, also called as the Sirkir Cuckoo. Usually you see them foraging close to the ground in dense undergrowth. They are feeble flyers but can ascend trees rapidly, hopping from branch to branch with great agility. It's a beautiful lake. This water body is surrounded by grasslands on one side and dense forest cover on the other side. A lot of winter and summer migratory birds are seen in this lake. Birds like the black eagle, ospreys, oriental honey buzzards, bar-headed geese, and also the cotton pygmy geese are seen in this lake. Good prey density is found here. Sambar, spotted deer, barking deer, wild pig, Indian gaur, peafowls are regularly seen here. This rock-like looking bird is a savanna nightjar. They are highly nocturnal and camouflage themselves on the ground during the day. In Tadoba, nightjars like the Indian, savanna and the jungle are seen majorly breeding in summers. Usually it is very difficult to spot this bird during the day because they are highly camouflaged. We are lucky to see this bird in the open. We are exiting the lake now and we'll be taking the tarmac road back towards the Katora junction. We have explored a few areas in Moharli zone today. We will be back in the Moharli zone again to explore new areas, which we were not able to show on this safari. Stay tuned for the updates and thank you very much.
चला तर आपण आज मोहरी परिसरातील निसर्गाचा अनुभव घेतलेला आहे आणि दुपारच्या सत्रामध्ये आपण TATR लाईव्ह सफारीचा आनंद घेणार आहोत. तर आपण TATR 4K लाईव्ह यूट्यूब चॅनलला आमच्या लाईक करायला, शेअर करायला, सबस्क्राईब करायला विसरू नका. नमस्कार.